Hello, I'm Anavultus, and today we have right here Civilization 3. Now, for those of you who are wondering what's coming up later on, I will, of course, be playing some more 3 Civ, and then I will put out another episode of the 0 AD replays, just for those of you who are wondering. Now, of course, visitors from the distant future, unfortunately, that will not be occurring. Okay, so we're still gaining. Let's actually see if we can go 5. Oh, that's 6. Okay, so let's go 90% on the money, and hopefully that keeps us afloat for at least another turn. Okay, and we're still building the road. I mean, the railway. So actually, an interesting thing to note is that I've actually already begun... Wait, he retreated against a fast unit, which means he must have killed a fast unit. That's not happy times. A factory has been built in Washington, which I like to reserve for army, so I'm going to build a university now. Mpondo has produced a granary. Very nice, Mpondo. But today, I will require... let's see. How much does cavalry? 80 turns. That's still a bit too much. Temple... Aqueduct. Aqueduct sounds good. And our treasury is at the garbage level. Okay, let's go down to a workable economy. 50%. Oh my goodness, I'm actually below 50 in my income. Holy cannoli. But that boosted... No, that's not gonna help at all. That is not going to help at all. And so much of it is from corruption. Half of my income just goes right into corruption. I really need to build more courthouses, I guess. Okay, nothing is going on here. Nothing is going on here. And you are going here. In the meantime, we're going to get an elite out of Kolhapur to kill that cavalryman. Okay, looks like they have expanded their railway network. And we will have to deal with that at a later time. However, we have also expanded our railway network. So let's now go over here and produce plenty of railroads. For the benefit of the Empire. Okay, so I've actually written a musical piece for when I defeat the French. I know it might sound a bit presumptuous of me to already have written it, but let's be honest, it's an AI. And I'm probably going to beat them before the Aztecs. So that's written. And you can skip, and I guess that will have to be it, unless there's something else that's really urgent. Oh yeah, of course. Let's get our troops onto the guys we need to protect. Should I have an army? That's what I'm wondering right now. Should I have an army? Actually, let's do it. Jin Q. Let's get an army up in Kolhapur. Okay, but we're going to do it next turn, not this turn. Okay. Next turn. Lord, Tours has produced walls. How amazing. Everybody loves a good bit of walls in my experience. Well, how about you get some barracks up, Tours, since that is a cheap thing to build. Atlanta has produced a hospital, and they can now go for another cavalry unit, and that will be very useful. Oh, Kronos. Okay, there's nothing aboard, but we're about to have something aboard down here. Look at that, just crossing the continent with ease. Okay, we're now in the positive again, so that's good to know. And let's change production to a factory, since that's really the only thing we can build anymore in Val. Send it onto the caravel, of course, not a galley. What am I thinking? Putting it on the galley. Okay, you're building a hospital. Hospitals are always nice to have. Imagine, I presume that most people watching have a hospital at least in the same country. Imagine living in a country without a hospital or any clinic of any sort. Yeah, that's not a pleasant situation. Okay, I guess that will have to be it for now. Let's see, is there any specific place I want to send my boat? Actually, now that I think about it, let's send it up here. That's right, we're going to send it through. Right through the gap here. Whoa, let's get on target, lads. Okay. Oh, something else we need to... okay. Okay. Get Janeway. Load onto the army. You're an elite. I'm not going to load you onto the army. I'm going to load a bunch of others onto it, because I want the elite to potentially upgrade to another army. Okay, and we have this army up here as well. Okay. Okay, let's see. Cultural influence. Sokar builds cavalry. Satsuma has produced a granary, but we cannot produce cavalry. However, we can have a courthouse. So let's get a courthouse, a granary. Courthouse is actually faster than aqueduct, so we're going to go courthouse in many of these places now. And unload. Let's change production. Yeah, let's get another hospital going. Get that population high. Look at that. 16 pop. 15, 14, 10. We're getting those big cities going. Big cities on the go there. And caravel. Change production. Get coal plants. Let's actually see how much of that continent is now railroad. Okay, there are a few areas in the south. Of course, there's this entire area that is not improved at all. And there's a gap here in the railroad networks, so this is a separate network. Let's take a look at main map. Yeah, generally connected. There's a separate shoot-off network here. We're still not connected north to south. I really would like that, but I'm not really going to waste any effort on it. I guess it just happens when it happens. But if I do get attacked in the south, that would be a weakness. The fact that I don't have anything to bring anything up. We'll skip turn with you. Take you out. Okay. So we're actually done here. So I think this is a great opportunity to get our huge armies on the go and perhaps take a town. Okay, so let's get one army right down there and into the town. Come on, come on, kill him. I think he killed him. And the other army. He's a weaker guy. Okay. So it does look like they have expanded their railroad network, at least to some extent. Oh, look at that. Resisting laborers. How unpleasant for them, I suppose. Let's get some walls up for that extra defensive bonus. Two armies in one town. Sounds a bit excessive. Let's send you there. Fortify. How fast can they attack me? Okay, this is actually outside my territory. This path, which means they could actually blitz my my Kolhapur. So I should send one on there as well. And these. Oh wait, yeah. Is this the better one to do? I'll carry on. Let's just send you all to do this. If they get captured, they'll just be able to move here, I believe. Maybe. I don't know. Well, actually, they'd be able to move pretty far, but I'm going to gamble it. I'm going to gamble it. And I'm also going to take a look over here to see if they have begun railroad improvements. By the looks of it, I can't really see anything in Paris. Oh, actually I do. There is one here. So I hope that this was the main bridge in the railroad network, and that in fact they do not have another bridge down here, so that this actually really cuts them off. But I can't conclusively prove my hypothesis. Attacking would be difficult, as it would put my entire army here if I attacked, and I wouldn't be able to attack Paris on the same turn. And I think I should attack Paris, since it's the biggest city and is exerting the greatest amount of cultural influence. Attacking Paris is probably the best idea. So I'm going to send these guys down. Now, if they culture flip my 2-army protected city, I'm going to flip my lid, because that is just not cool at any level. Holy cannoli. That it would be the absolute worst thing to happen. So let's see if we hold on to the city. Okay, resistance has ended. Okay, good. Very good. Very, very good. Cavalry, 40 turns. Let's get a courthouse. I want to get that corruption down. Newton's University. Are you kidding me, Imhotep? No, you're not building Newton's University. You, Imhotep, are getting a courthouse. And Setash has produced factory. Cavalry is sufficient. Not sufficient, but desirable. Okay. I don't actually see any railroads over here, so there may be a railroad tile right here. But other than that, this area looks relatively unprotected. Okay. And let's send some guys right down there. Skip turn. And skip turn. Send you across. Put on a galley. Look at that fast transportation. I'm really glad that the continents are as close to each other as they are, because if they had been a little bit farther away, this would be a lot more troublesome. Okay. We've got 3 on each of these, so let's protect the workers. And we're going to fortify you there for now. Because it's going to be rather difficult to attack Paris. Okay, so they have finished a railroad on this tile now. Even though I didn't see their worker on there. Wait, why wouldn't I have seen the worker on there? That sounds fishy. That sounds suspicious. Is the game cheating? Did you see a worker on this tile? Because I didn't see a railroad on there last turn. And now I see it. And there wasn't a worker at any point on there. So is the game cheating? Don't tell me the game is cheating. That would shatter my faith in Sid Meier. Sid Meier, why in the world would you allow your game to cheat like that? Come on, Sid Meier. I thought you were better than that, Sid Meier. But hopefully that is not actually what happened. Hopefully it was just a trick of the eye. There was a worker here. I just didn't see him, and he just then finished it up real quick and pulled back. Hopefully that's what happened, but still, it does concern me a bit. Wait. I just realized something. I've got iron here. Okay, that's grassland. That's coal. Okay, and grassland. Grassland. So they shouldn't have their own source of iron. How many sources of iron does India has? That's grassland. Okay, India has 1 that I can see. I'm just going to quickly go over all these tiles just to check, because I think you can't trade your only source. So India has 2. Okay, India has 2, and the Aztecs have 1 somewhere here. I'm pretty sure. If they don't, then we're Aztecs. But in order to build railroads, you need iron and coal. Hills, grassland, hills. And I'm not seeing any iron on the Aztec land, which means one of 2 things are happening here. The Indians definitely have iron, that's for sure. The French may or may not be trading with the Indians for iron. The Aztecs may or may not be trading with the Indians for iron. Or neither of them may be trading with the Indians for iron. But this means that at least one of these civs does not have iron, and therefore cannot build railroads. So that could be either the Aztecs or the French. Or it could be both. But from what I saw here, it seems that it's definitely not the French who have any problems with this. So it's probably the Aztecs, but that's fine. I don't really want to attack them at the moment anyway, so it's not a huge problem. But it's good to know, nevertheless. It's good to know. And they also have a second source of coal, I believe. Yeah, they do. They have 2 sources of coal. So if I just take this one out, they still have another one. They've got some redundancy there. But the Indians, I don't think they have a source of coal. So if I drop the French, then the Indians, unless they... not French. The Aztecs have 1 source of coal. So the Indians would have no coal at all. But coal isn't that important a strategic resource. so it's not a huge problem for them anyway. So I think that's it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I will be seeing you all next time on Anavultus. Over and out.